Welcome back to Network Africa. It could turn out to be an unopposed election for Ivorian President Alassane Ouattara, as his major contender has decided to pull out from the presidential race. Former Ivory Coast Foreign Minister turned opposition candidate Amara Essi says he has suspended his participation in this month's presidential election, saying the process was undemocratic and dominated by the incumbent. President Ouattara is now heavily favored to win re-election in the October the 25th ballot, meant to draw a line under a decade-long crisis that has ended in a civil war and killed over 3,000 people after the last presidential vote in 2010. Now, danger may lie ahead for British peacekeepers meant to provide support to a peacekeeping force in Somalia. Well, this is because Somalia's militant Islamist group Al-Shabaab have pledged to greet the troops with fire when they come into the country. Last week, Prime Minister David Cameron announced plans to deploy up to 70 troops and experts to provide logistical, medical and engineering support to the African Union-led peacekeeping force in Somalia, which is struggling to emerge from 2 decades of chaos and is also battling the Islamist insurgency, which is linked to Al-Qaeda. Like other Western powers, Britain has long avoided the Horn of Africa country, which until recently was widely viewed as a failed state, but has made some progress in restoring order and setting up a functioning government. Meanwhile, Islamist militant group Al-Shabaab has said it was behind the killing of the nephew of Somali President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, who was shot dead in the capital Mogadishu today. Gunmen opened fire on Dr. Liban Osman's vehicle as it was traveling through the city's Wadajir neighborhood earlier on Wednesday. Both Dr. Osman, who reportedly worked as a doctor at the presidential palace, and another man thought to be a lawyer, died in the attack. Archbishop Desmond Tutu is 84 today, and goodwill messages are pouring in from around the world, including on social media, by well-wishers and loved ones. The first black Archbishop of Cape Town and Bishop of the Church of the Province of Southern Africa is celebrating in Cape Town with his family, even as he recuperates from a long-term illness. After taking communion, the family headed to a local restaurant for breakfast, and after breakfast, the restaurant officials reportedly gathered around the Archbishop and Mrs. Lee Tutu to sing a happy birthday. The couple plan to attend the Desmond Tutu Peace Lecture at the University of the Western Cape Town later today. Happy birthday, Archbishop Tutu. Now let's give you a few facts about Archbishop Desmond Tutu. He was born in 1931. His initial ambition was to be a medical doctor. He became the first Johannesburg Anglican bishop in 1966. He was first black man to be appointed spokesperson for the rights of black South Africans in 1978. Tutu contributed significantly to the development of the following countries: Zimbabwe, that's human rights laws; Solomon Islands establishment of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission; Israel and Palestine security; also China, as the release of dissident Yang Jianli in 2007, and also helped in the fight against the violence. Now, before we go on Network Africa, we would like to take the feedback from the question we posed 2 days ago. We wanted to know what you thought about Ivory Coast being in the lead of the Mo Ibrahim Foundation Index on Governance. If at all, it should allow President Alassane Ouattara to run for second term. Now, this is what you are saying. This is from Eric in Owerri. I believe that elections in any country should be guided by the Constitution. The #1 rating of Ivory Coast by Mo Ibrahim Foundation notwithstanding, Ouattara is duty-bound to obey the ground norms. Also, we have this one from Nurain Adeshokbe. It says, if Ivory Coast citizens see Alassane Ouattara's scorecard as good enough for a second term, he should lead them once more. And now we're going to pose the question of the day on Network Africa. What are your thoughts on the charges against Burkina Faso coup leader, General Diendere? You can tweet at me at @AdeshawaJosh, or you can send an email to networkafrica@channelstv.com. Also, use the Twitter handle at NetAfricaCTV. Again, you can tweet at me right now at @AdeshawaJosh. Well, that'll be all on Network Africa this time. Thank you so much for watching. I am @AdeshawaJosh. Join us again tomorrow.